بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. Welcome my dear students. Today we've got a new class. This is unit 2 and this is lesson 3. You've got your teacher Kamal Ahmed and you're most welcome again. Open the students' books. Okay. And let's get started. Before we listen to the first recording, I would like to ask you, what is pickpocketing? Have you ever been pickpocketed? It's a kind of robbery, a kind of stealing, when a thief puts his hand in your pockets and take your belongings. This is what we call pickpocketing. It happens most often in means of transport, so be careful. Okay, let's get started. We're going to listen to the conversation and then I can ask you a couple of questions and receive your answers. So here we go.
Page 24. 4. Conversation.
When traveling in cities, I used to worry about being pickpocketed. Then I learned how pickpockets do it. That taught me how to prevent it from happening to me.
So how do they do it?
Well, to begin with, they look for someone on the street who has stopped to look at buildings or people. That's one of the reasons tourists are an easy mark.
Then what happens?
The pickpocket will often pretend to bump into the victim by accident. He might act as if he's dizzy. He may ask you where you're from, act really friendly, and try to shake your hand.
Then what?
At this point, he might pretend to lose his balance and fall against you, like this.
Then what?
That's it. You've let your guard down, and consequently, he's nabbed your wallet.
Are you kidding? Come on, my wallet couldn't possibly be stolen that easily.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Then what's this in my hand?
My wallet!
Okay. So, how do pickpocketers do it? Yes, who can tell me? Do they follow a certain routine? They find someone who seems to be a stranger. He stops to look for people or buildings. That sounds like an easy mark to them. And then the pickpocketer comes and pretends he has lost his balance and falls or bumps into him. Okay. And then he tries to be friendly with him. Where are you from? Things of the like. And at the meantime, he has taken his wallet out of his pocket. Okay. Right. About the conversation. What crime are the people talking about? Exactly, pickpocketing. Stealing belongings from the pockets. How does the crime happen? We talked about this already. Now, question 3. Have you or anyone you know ever been pickpocketed or robbed? What happened? Can you tell us? I would like you, good students, to write an account of something like this, even if fabricated, so that we can discuss it in next class, inshallah. Okay. Yeah, so it might be real or from your imagination. Pretend to be a writer. Okay. Now we've got ordering or how to order the incidents of some event. To begin with, that's to say to start, once, at this point, consequently, at the end. Okay. So it's important to have a logical order of your speech, of the account you're giving.
Page 25. 5. Listening. Listen to the lecture on safety. Take notes and then answer the questions.
Thanks for coming to our Safety Tips seminar today. This short class will give you important tips and tools for maintaining your personal safety. One of the easiest and most important things you can do to prevent yourself from being mugged is to keep valuables out of sight. Expensive watches, rings, and necklaces make you an easy mark. They are like an invitation to a mugger. I recommend leaving these things at home to prevent them from being nabbed. However, if you must wear them, make sure that they are covered by your clothing until you arrive at your destination. I had been wearing an expensive watch earlier in the day. I took it off before leaving home. Whenever possible, travel with at least one other person. When a person is walking down a street on their own, they are more likely to become a target. Another extremely important and basic way of staying safe is to stay alert. Always remain aware of your surroundings and don't let your guard down. While I walked here today, I was taking constant, quick glances around. This gives you the chance to recognize people or situations around you that are potentially unsafe. If you feel unsafe, quickly walk to a well-populated area and, if necessary, get help. Whenever you can, avoid unfamiliar locations. If you must travel through an area you aren't familiar with, become familiar with it. Before I came here today, I had never been to this part of town. So before I left my house, I mapped out the route to get here. I also made sure to find out the location of the local police station. You might also consider taking a self-defense class. I took a self-defense class last year, and as a result, I feel more confident about my ability to protect myself. In fact, while I was taking the class, someone actually tried to mug me. I say tried because, thanks to the class, he didn't succeed.
Great. Now, have you jotted down the safety precautions that the recording stated? Things you can do to stay safe, like what? Can you think them over? Have you written them down? Yeah, he talked about something like taking a self-defense course, staying alert. What else did he talk about? Okay, wonderful. I can hear somebody say, yeah, he said we should get a company while traveling. What else? We shouldn't wear precious belongings like expensive jewelry or something of the like, and make it uncovered to the public. Yeah, this makes you an easy target, right? And we should stay alert all the time. We should be aware of our surroundings in case somebody tries to mug us or tries to pickpocket us. Here are the answers, gentlemen. Yes, keep valuables out of sight, keeping company while traveling, stay alert, don't go to unfamiliar places, and take a self-defense class. That's okay. One important
Page
piece.
25. 6. Pronunciation. When a word ends with the same consonant sound that the next word begins with, the two sounds are linked. Listen and repeat the sentences. Practice linking the consonants.
1. Thanks for coming to our Safety Tip seminar. 2. This class will give you important tips. 3. To prevent yourself from being mugged, Keep valuables out of sight. 4. Don't let your guard down. 5. I must travel to an unfamiliar area.
Okay, now you can see how consonants are linked when they follow each other. Thanks for coming to our safety tips seminar. This class will give you important tips. Okay. Now, if you think of this exercise, try to do it. Here are the answers. Take a screenshot every time to revise. And with this we come to the end of our class. Thank you so much and have a nice time.